warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, let me introduce to myself. My name is Mutia Safira. Di Sandi, my NPM is 2341102A. I'm from class MNG 23C. In this video, I will explain a little about discussion making by leaders. First is the definition discussion making by leadership. Discussion making by leaders is the process of choosing the best course of action from a range of options to achieve organizational or team goals. It involves analyzing the situation, considering various factors, and making a measured and responsible discussion. Effective leaders not only make discussion but also understand the consequences and communicate them clearly to the team. Pengambilan keputusan oleh pemimpin adalah proses memilih tindakan terbaik dari berbagai pilihan untuk mencapai tujuan organisasi atau tim. Ini melibatkan analisis situasi, mempertimbangkan berbagai faktor, dan membuat keputusan yang terstruktur dan bertanggung jawab. Pemimpin yang efektif tidak hanya membuat keputusan, tetapi juga memahami konsekuensinya dan mengkomunikasikannya dengan jelas kepada tim. Next is the decision making process. Identify the problem. A clear and accurate definition of the problem is critical. An ill-defined problem hinders the process and results in inappropriate solution. Example: low productivity vs 15% decrease in productivity in team as characterized by delays in project Y and Z. Collect information, relevant and reliable information from various sources. Research, team discussion, data analysis is crucial. Collection methods: interview, questionnaires, observation, document analysis. Evaluate alternative. Use methods such as SWOT analysis, cost-benefit analysis, and discussion matrix to compare alternative. Example: SWOT analysis for a new marketing strategy, considering internal strengths and external threats. Next, select the best alternative. Consider risk, cost, time, and impact on stakeholders. Example: select the alternative with the low risk if the company reputation is at risk. Next, implementation and monitoring. Detailed implementation of the plan and regular monitoring. Progress reports, review survey are essential to ensure success. Adjustments are needed if results are not as expected. Proses pengambilan keputusan yang efektif bagi seorang pemimpin melibatkan 5 langkah utama. Pertama, identifikasi masalah secara spesifik dan terukur. Kedua, kumpulkan informasi yang relevan dan terpercaya dari berbagai sumber, menggunakan metode seperti riset, diskusi tim, dan analisis data. 3. Evaluasi alternatif solusi menggunakan metode seperti analisis SWOT, analisis biaya, manfaat, dan matriks keputusan. Keempat, pilih alternatif terbaik berdasarkan kriteria objektif seperti risiko, biaya, waktu, dan dampak. Dan kelima, implementasikan rencana yang dipilih dan pantau hasilnya secara berkala untuk memastikan keberhasilan melakukan penyesuaian jika diperlukan dan belajar dari pengalaman. Next, decision making model. One is rational model. This model emphasizes a systematic and logical approach, starting with comprehensive information gathering, followed by objective evaluation of alternative, and ending with the selection of the most optimal option based on data analysis. Its advantages include transparency and accountability, but its disadvantages include the need for significant time and resources, and the assumption of complete information that might be unrealistic. 2. Intuit, Intuitive model. This model relies on the leader's experience, instincts, and good feeling. Discussions are made based on subjective judgment and feelings developed from past experience. Its advantages include speed and effectiveness in complex and ambiguous situation, but its disadvantages include subjectivity and potential bias that can lead to suboptimal discussion. 3. Incremental model. This model adopts a gradual and iterative approach where initial discussions are provisional and are continually refined as new information and results are obtained. Its advantages include flexibility and adaptability to change, but its disadvantages include potential inefficiency and difficulty seeing the big picture. Ada 3 model pengambilan keputusan utama. Yang pertama, model rasional, menekankan pendekatan sistematis dan logis dengan pengumpulan data komprehensif dan evaluasi objektif untuk mencapai pilihan optimal, namun membutuhkan waktu dan sumber daya yang signifikan serta asumsi informasi lengkap. Selanjutnya, model intuitif, bergantung pada pengalaman dan insting pemimpin, sehingga cepat dan efektif dalam situasi ambigu, tetapi rentan terhadap subjektivitas dan bias. Selanjutnya, model incremental, menggunakan pendekatan bertahap dan interaktif, menawarkan fleksibilitas dan adaptasi terhadap perubahan, tetapi berpotensi tidak efisien dan menyulitkan untuk melihat gambar besar. Next, challenge in discussion making. 1 is incomplete information. Overcoming that limitation requires additional research, expert consultation, and acceptance of discussion imperfection. Sensitivity analysis can help assess the impact of information uncertainty. 2. Time pressure. Prioritization, rapid decision making methods, and team involvement are essential to avoid hasty and poor quality discussion. 3. Conflict of interest. Open communication, identification of all parties' interests, seeking compromise solution, and if necessary mediation are crucial to resume a fair and acceptable discussion. 3. 4. Uncertainty, alternative scenario, risk analysis, and contingency plans help deal with rapid and unpredictable change. Flexibility and monitoring of results are essential. Pengambilan keputusan seringkali dihadapkan pada berbagai tantangan, informasi yang tidak lengkap, mengharuskan riset tambahan, konsultasi pakar, dan penerimaan atas ketidaksempurnaan keputusan. Sementara, tekanan waktu menuntut prioritas metode pengambilan keputusan yang cepat dan kerja tim. Konflik kepentingan memerlukan komunikasi terbuka, identifikasi kepentingan semua pihak, mencari solusi kompromi dan mungkin mediasi. Terakhir, ketidakpastian membutuhkan perencanaan skenario alternatif, analisis risiko, rencana kontingensi, serta fleksibilitas dan pemantauan hasil yang berkelanjutan. Mengelola tantangan ini membutuhkan kemampuan analisis komunikasi dan adaptasi yang kuat. The last one is the conclusion. Effective discussion making is the key to successful leadership. Leaders must understand various discussion-making models, such as rational, intuitive, and incremental models, and be able to choose the most appropriate approach according to the context of the situation. However, this process is often faced with challenges such as incomplete information, team pressure, conflict of interest, and uncertainty. The ability to overcome these challenges through careful research, effective communication, and careful planning will determine the quality of discussion made and the success of leader and achieving the goals of his organization. Ultimately, effective leaders not only make the right discussion but also able to learn for each discussion made, both successful and unsuccessful, to improve their decision making abilities in the future. Jadi, kesimpulannya, pengambilan keputusan efektif merupakan kunci kepemimpinan yang sukses. Pemimpin harus memahami berbagai model kepemimpinan, berbagai model pengambilan keputusan seperti model rasional, intuitif, dan incremental, dan mampu memilih pendekatan yang paling tepat sesuai konteks situasi. Namun, proses ini seringkali dihadapkan pada tantangan seperti informasi yang tidak lengkap, tekanan waktu, konflik kepentingan, dan ketidakpastian. Kemampuan untuk mengatasi tantangan tersebut melalui riset yang cermat, komunikasi yang efektif, dan perencanaan yang matang akan menentukan kualitas keputusan yang diambil dan keberhasilan pemimpin dalam mencapai tujuan organisasinya. Pada akhirnya, pemimpin yang efektif tidak hanya membuat keputusan yang tepat, tetapi juga mampu belajar dari setiap keputusan yang diambil, baik sukses maupun gagal, untuk meningkatkan kemampuan pengambilan keputusan di masa mendatang. Okay, that's now of my understanding about discussion making by leaders. I end it. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.